Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about the difference between the Razor HD Gen 2 4.5 to 27 by 56 and the Razor HD Gen 3 6 to 36 by 56 first focal plane rifle scopes. First, let's talk similarities. Both of these are high magnification rifle scopes intended for long range precision shooting. Both have 34mm main tubes, 56mm objectives, and are in our Razor line, so that means you can expect excellent optical quality in a phenomenal optical system. As far as controls go on both these rifle scopes, you have exposed, locking, elevation, and windage turrets. You have on the side our Parallax Adjustment knob, and integrated in even further out to the side is our locking illumination intensity dial. Both these optics are available in either MOA or MRAD, and appearances-wise, both are in the Stealth Shadow color. Now, in order to ensure you know exactly which revolution you're on if you're doing a lot of dialing with the elevation turret, both of these optics feature revolution indicators that stick out from the side of the elevation turret. Also, within the elevation turret, they have zero stops. So whether it's a stage or a whole day of dialing, you can return to your zero rapidly. Now let's talk differences between the two. First things first, as far as the optical system goes, as you can tell by the names, the magnification range with the Gen 3 is different from the Gen 2 here. In the case of the Gen 3, we have a 6 to 36, meaning that we can go all the way up to a 36 times zoom, higher than the 27 in the Gen 2 Razor we're comparing it to. Optically speaking, with the Gen 3 being the next generation after the Gen 2, we've gone into improving not only some of the features, but also the optical system as a whole. So you can expect better edge-to-edge clarity, better low-light performance, just all around better optical quality with the Gen 3 Razor. We mentioned some similarities in the controls between these scopes, but there are a few differences as well. Both of them, as we said, feature a zero stop in the elevation turret. They're both part of our L-TEC Zero System, but the Gen 3's is the next iteration of that. It's a little bit more advanced, a little bit easier and quicker to use. Whereas with the Gen 2, you have to unlock 3 set screws in order to disengage the zero stop while you're doing the zeroing process. Then you have to remove this cap at the top where you'll access the inner turret, giving you infinite adjustability of the elevation turret. Same process happens for the windage turret. Of course, you just don't have a zero stop there. Now with the Gen 3, there's just one set screw, and this inner turret is already exposed and ready to go. So as you're going through the zeroing process, when you want to disengage that zero stop, simply unscrew one set screw and you're already there with your infinite adjustability on this inner turret. While we're looking at the turrets and the knobs on these scopes, we'll point out that the parallax adjustment on the Gen 3 goes all the way down to 10 yards. On the Gen 2 4.5 to 27 here, we go just down to 32 yards. Now when it comes to adjusting those turrets, obviously being long-range rifle scopes, you're going to want to have a lot of adjustment to work with, especially in the elevation turrets. With our Gen 2 Razor here, we have a maximum total elevation range of adjustment of about 113 MOA or 33 mils, depending on which configuration you have. With the Gen 3, we have a total adjustment in the elevation turret of 36 mils or about 120 MOA. Now, while both these optics feature a very similar reticle being first focal plane and part of our EBR7 series, the Razor Gen 2 uses our EBR7C and the Razor Gen 3 uses our EBR7D, which is the next iteration as part of that EBR7 series as we continue to optimize it for long-range shooters. Now, in regards to size and weight, as you can see, the Razor Gen 3 here is just a bit longer than the Razor Gen 2, but it is about 3.5 ounces lighter than the Gen 2 4.5 to 27. So there you have it, folks. Those are the main differences between the Razor HD Gen 2 4.5 to 27 by 56 and the Razor HD Gen 3 6 to 36 by 56 first focal plane rifle scopes. Of course, as usual, if you have any questions about these models in particular, or really anything in our lineup at all, please let us know. You can hit us up in the comments below, or feel free to shoot us an email or a phone call, or even hit us up on social media. We always love to chat with you guys, but otherwise, in the meantime, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks!